So there's a crazy lie that's being perpetuated in the dating industry right now, and I really just want to expose that on this channel. So it's this idea that good girls exist, that certain girls are worth your time and certain girls aren't. Now, the fact is, there are certain people that will be good for relationships and certain people that will not be. But really, what it comes down to more is the person's values and why you want to be in a relationship with them and what they actually would bring to a relationship. And a lot of times, it is something that is not even worth worrying about until you have consistent amounts of abundance. And until you have a consistent amount of abundance, and I'm talking, 1 to 3 dates per week, like really consistent, it is not even worth screening people out before a first date. You should be trying to maximize the amount of first dates you get on consistently with women in general that you're at least kind of attracted to. A lot of you guys that follow my content, you're trying to hyper optimize things that should not be optimized until you're actually advanced at game and you're actually advanced at talking to women, and you're generally a guy that women find attractive. Until you can insert yourself in a group of 10 to 15 mixed people and at least 1 or 2 of the girls that's in that group out of like the 7 maybe actually gravitate towards you and like you, you should not be worried about any of this stuff. You should not be worried about like, oh my God, I need to optimize this. Is this the right girl for me? Is this good? It's just going to lead to a bunch of overthinking that you don't need to be doing. Because let's be real, man, you're probably overthinking everything when it comes to dating, everything when it comes to relationships, and you don't need to be disqualifying girls that actually could be a really good fit for you, or at least give you really valuable experiences. Because every relationship, whether it's short-term, one-night thing, long-term, whatever in my life, has molded who I am as a man, and it's actually made me like a way better person. And that's why it's really important for you to get a lot of experience as a guy, because you can actually set like really clear boundaries. Now, you shouldn't be going out and having meaningless hookups with all these random girls all the time for years on end. I don't really think that that's probably good for you, but what is good for you is having experiences so that you can look back on them and be like, okay, what did I like about this person? What did I not like about this person? Why did I mess up in the relationship? Why did she mess up? What things am I looking for? What things am I not looking for? All these things. And that way you can actually have something to screen for on the first date. Because a lot of you guys, you think you know because you watch Andrew Tate and he'll tell you all the things that, oh man, I need to do this and this and this, and I need to look for this and this and this in a girl. But like, you actually don't really know that. You have no idea because you don't have experience. I will see guys in my Instagram comments and my YouTube comments that'll tell me things about women that I am mind blown that they even think that. And the reason is because they've never talked to a woman. They've never actually been around a woman in their entire life, and they've never gone on a date with one. It's like some 15-year-old kid telling me, oh, actually, bro, women get really jealous when you approach in a group, and so they're going to try to cockblock you because they're mad that you're not talking to them. And it's like, dude, that's the most cringe thing ever. Like, if you actually know how to approach a group of girls, those girls are going to be happy you're hitting on their friend. Like, they're going to be happy about it. And that's, just what it is. So the point I really want to get across in this video is that good girls do not exist. Quote unquote good girls. It's not a real thing. You need to be maximizing experiences with the amount of women. It is quantity over quality. Until you have lots of experience with women, and I'm just talking some first dates, you don't even have to hook up with all these girls, but until you have a serious amount of dating experience with women, what are you doing trying to look for a good girl? You don't even know what a good girl is for you. You might know what a good girl is from Andrew Tate's perspective, or from some red pill mindset guy's perspective, or from my perspective. But what I think is a good girl and the types of relationships that really enrich my life is so much different than what you're actually going to be looking for. And this is why everybody's so custom. This is why everybody actually has like different things that they need. And this is how relationships work. The one type of girl is not going to be a good girl for everybody. Honestly, a lot of the girls that these red pill guys talk about, the types of personalities, like, young 19-year-old, like kind of naive about the world, that's boring as fuck for me. That's super boring. I fucking hate that shit. I love women that are educated, that are smart, that are kind of independent. I like that. It's fun. Some girls that are a little feisty, I like that. It's fun. It adds spice to my life where I normally don't get that. And I need that kind of emotional, feminine, chaotic stimulation. And I love it, okay? And most guys would be like, oh no, that's a low quality woman, a low quality Western woman. You don't even know because you haven't even experienced it. And you just don't know how to handle different types of women. So if you don't know how to handle different types of women, like, you're kind of fucked. You're kind of screwed because you won't know how to actually have good relationships with any woman you meet, which ideally you should know how to handle certain types of women and certain types of relationships, even if it's not your primary mode of dating, your primary mode of getting to know a girl and actually dating her. So in this video, I'm going to give you 3 steps that you can actually take that'll get you to a level of abundance where you actually can figure out the types of girls you want, because a lot of you guys don't really understand it. So first step, you have to become a super social guy, all right? The guy that doesn't hesitate when he sees a girl, when he sees a guy, when he makes eye contact with someone, that at least goes like, hey man, how's it going? Every single time he sees somebody. If you are not doing that with strong sub-communication, without hesitating, you're not at least a little fearless socially, talking to everybody. And I'm talking random guys on the street, random hot women that you see, especially hot women. You have to be able to not hesitate no matter what type of person that is. And that comes from experience, references, actually going out and getting results, getting some sort of result, even if it's just going up to a girl, complimenting her, even if she's not that cute, just complimenting her, making her day, spreading some positive vibes, actually getting out in the real world and talking, so you have that emotional, social flow state. The second thing you got to do is you got to start working through whatever emotional blocks are keeping you from properly expressing yourself when you approach these women, because a lot of times you're holding yourself back from actually being the funny, most charismatic version of yourself, not because you don't know what to say, but because you don't have that emotional comfort with yourself. You don't have that emotional foundation to be able to make a kind of cringe joke and laugh it off and be okay with it, be okay with things going wrong. Because the fact is, if you don't have a lot of experience with women, you're gonna say some cringe shit, okay? You're gonna say some awkward stuff, and you have to be okay with that, walking away from it and having tons of those experiences. Third, what you're gonna need is a process in your life for getting consistent dates. It doesn't have to be cold approach, even though that's been the best way for me. It can be dating apps if you're a good looking dude. It can be social circle if you hang out with a lot of women, but it needs to be some way to get 2 to 3 dates a week with tons of different types of women, so you can figure out what you actually like. That is the most important thing, and that's actually what I teach guys how to do inside my school community down in the description. So inside there, I will coach you personally for $54 a month. If you join for a month and you think it sucks and you think it's bad, you think the audio examples are bad, you think that the group morning calls every day are bad and not helping you, you can totally cancel it anytime. It's fine. But that is going to be the best way to hold yourself accountable, take consistent action, and actually know that you have a game plan that's working for other guys in the group as well. Okay, so now that you know actually what structure you need to put into your life, what experiences you have to expose yourself to, go out and take some action. This channel is not for guys that want to be theory junkies, okay? Go out, take some action, talk to some girls. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more.